Hi friends, welcome back to Tutorials, and in this video you are learning Angular material. In the last video I have shown you how to install Angular material. We created the project. In this video we are going to uh, discuss about button and button toggle in Angular material. If you know Bootstrap, then it shouldn't be very difficult to understand this, because this color scheme, because there is in Bootstrap also there is primary, accent, word, etc., link. Okay, so same way there are different color scheme available in this Angular material. So the first thing that you need to do is to use API. Okay, for example, if you want to use this button module, in that case, going into the API, just you need to copy this and so if you copy this one, then all its sub selector will be automatically selected, will be called, okay, from this class. So just go here and in app module, just copy this. For example, in the previous one we had a call here, just imported here this material slider. In this case we are just uh, importing this button. So now just copy this and import here. Now let's go to app component, and then let's just remove this and create another one. So in this example, let's go to example, or let's go to overview, and then better, let's go to example. Okay, in example you can see there are different kinds of button. So click on this code, and then you can see there are three sections actually. The first one is HTML, then TS file, and then it's CSS, related CSS. Okay, so now let's go to the HTML and select the first one. So section and section, just I will copy it and paste here. Okay, so you can see the first thing is the class you need to call here button, then mat button. This is important. Okay, mat button, and if you want to apply the color scheme, in that case you just put here color primary. Okay, color accent warn, and if you want to show this disabled, then you just write here disabled, and here a mat for hyperlink, a mat button. So if you want to check that how does it look like, now let's go here, and then yes, you can see this is basic primary accent warn. And apart from that, there was also CSS for the section and simple example. There are different styles here: simple, example label, then example button row, example button row. Just copy this, and then let's paste into this style.css. Now if you open here, then you can see this one. Now in here you can see this is the basic one, and there is raised. So raised one, you can see all the buttons are a bit raised here. So simply what we need to do, if you go here, and yes, this is mat divider. So for the lining one, there is line. So if you want to provide any line after this, after any section, then you can put this divider as well. But as you can see, it is displaying error because we need to call this API as well. So if you go here, then you will find divider somewhere. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we need to call this API divider import, and then let's go to app module once again, and here import this one, and here as well. Now this will work perfectly. Here after divider we will use the raised example. So let's get back once again to this button example. If you go here, and then mat raised, The simple one is mat button. So here let's copy from section to section, and then in this case the main difference is mat hyphen raised button, the basic. Then color scheme will be same: color primary, accent, worn, disabled, and this one the link mat raised button, mat raised button in a area on the hyperlink, this one. So the main thing is you need to remember the class name. The class name is mat button in the first case, and if you want to apply color, then in that case you need to just write here color name. And for if you want to use the raised button, then mat, then and one extra you need to put here in the middle, and that is raised button, and the color scheme will be same. And now here stroke one. So what is in stroke? Okay, once again mat divider, and this is the stroke. Now let's copy once again and paste here with the stroke mat stroke button. So let's see the result first. Yes, the stroke one is not raised, but when we place the mouse here, so there is a little border. If you want to check here, let's do one thing. Yes, so this is the primary, accent, and worn, and basic. The primary, so there is stroke. Stroke means there is a border all around of the button, so that is stroked. So what you need to do, simply mat stroked and then button, the color scheme will be same. And then here is flat. So if you want to use this flat button, then you go here, and once again let's check, there is no any border. You can see there is no any border here. And also in the basic one, you can see when you place mouse, then there is hover, there is some kind of hover, but in flat one there is no hover here. So now let's check this example. So what is here? Mat icon. Okay, we need to once again import this icon. So what we need to do here, icon. For icon, just copy this one once again, and then once again paste here app module, and then here mat icon module. Now the error is gone. So what is here? We can place icon as well. For example, if you want to see here, so these are the icon in the form of button. So rather than showing the button, if you want to use here button, sorry, icon, in that case you can do that. So how it is? Button mat icon button, icon mat button icon, and then along with that you can write here color. So the first one is the button, and then the actual is, so button button, in between you can see first you need to start the button and end with the button, and then mat icon here. So more word home, menu, favorite, and open in new. We will cover more in the icon section. Okay, so once again, let's get back here. So these are the icons, different icon, and then here let's go once again. Also here that icon, same icon has been used here, and this one matte mini fab color matte icon. That means in button there are two things. If you see matte favorite, so that means we need to provide here the icon name, right? For favorite, this is for favorite, this one. So this way you can see matte button, rectangular button, raised, it will come raised, flat button, pen stroke button, icon. Then it will show circular button. Fab, it will show circular and elevated. And mini, that means small. So that's it in this button one.